Creating structured assemblies in xDesign on the 3D Experience platform delivers a completely new way of thinking about how you design. With its single modeling environment, you're no longer constrained by creating parts and building assemblies from them in the way traditional CAD requires you to. Every object in xDesign is a component, which means you can start creating the features that define your designs anywhere you like, even in what is traditionally considered an assembly. At any point, you can choose which features comprise a new component and create one from them on the fly. This gives you unmatched flexibility in how you design, allowing you to work out new components and features without the constraints of traditional CAD. Once these new components are created, they can then be reused, modified, and further refined like any other component. Need to add some additional fillets to that newly created component? Simply double-click on it and activate it to pick up where you left off. For a more traditional approach to building structured assembly designs, you can simply insert one component into another at any time. Finding your existing components is simple because all of your engineering data is saved on the 3D Experience platform. Simply search for the component you're looking for and then drag and drop it into the xDesign app. These components can then be moved and rotated as you desire into position with a dynamic movement triad. But when you want to locate them precisely and ensure different components are relationally constrained to one another, or mated as it's traditionally called, you simply need to choose the entities of two different objects, and xDesign presents you with an intelligent menu showing the valid mates you can create. Choosing the desired mate type immediately moves the components into position and restrains them to one another indefinitely, always honoring those relationships between the two objects. To streamline this workflow, when adding multiple copies of the same component, you can choose to instead copy the component with its mates. This not only adds additional instances of the components, but also automatically adds the same mates that were previously applied to it, streamlining the entire process. Sometimes you may need to change the component used in a particular instance, for example from a longer fastener to a shorter one. Replace component allows you to quickly search the 3D Experience platform for alternatives and choose a replacement. You can also replace all instances of the component if so desired. This gives you the flexibility to look at how different components will interface with your design. xDesign will change the way you think about CAD and structured assemblies with its powerful single modeling environment along with its easy-to-use mating tools.